All right, like I said, there is a 1 under there. So I'm looking for that LCM, least common multiple, of 1, 3, and 30. Again, I always want you to look at the biggest number. In this case, it's 30. Decide if 3 goes into it. Yeah, you can multiply by 10. Does 1 go into 30? Yes, it does. So our LCM here is 30. That means multiply the whole equation by 30 and make sure that doesn't look like negative 30. And if you want, put that 1 under it so you're doing fraction times fraction. Distribute 30 times 1 is 30 over 1. Again, when you have a binomial, you're going to want to put parentheses around it, so it's 30 times the quantity, x plus 8. And that'll look just like that. Over 1 times 3, so that'll be 3. And then finally, again, the final one has a binomial in the numerator, so it's 30 times the quantity, x minus 7. And 1 times 30, which is 30. Again, these ones are going to cancel out, and that's going to be nice for our equation. So 30 over 1 simplifies to 30. 30 over 3 simplifies to 10 over 1. So this will just be 10 times the quantity, x plus 8. And this one, again, canceled out. And we're just left with our x minus 7. Our magic trick works again. No more fraction. And we can solve this equation. I see distribute. Every time I see distribute, I want to get that taken care of. So 30 plus 10x, and 10 times 8 is 80. Everything positive, so nice and simple. Look at your equation, left side of the equation. I've got some like terms I want to get combined. I see that 30 and that 80 would be 110. And we've got the variable on both sides of the equation. So I'm going to get rid of the smaller one. I'll say that to you guys as often as possible. Do that. 10x minus 1x is, this is 110 plus 9x equals negative 7. I don't have much room on my board right now to solve that, so I'll just copy it over here. I need to isolate this x. So I want to go back to first or second grade, do my addition or subtraction first. That's gone. Left with 9x equals negative 117. Grab your calculator if you need it. And divide by 9. You get negative 13. All right. Let's take a look at this one. Let's take our time with it. Let's tackle it. Let's decide that it's something we can do. Every time we see fractions in the equation, we want to get that LCM, clear those fractions, and make the equation as simple as we possibly can. I'm looking at a 1, an 8, and a 24. If I write out all the multiples of 1, that's going to take me a long time. So I'll start with my biggest one. I'm going to get 24, 48, 72. 8, 16, 24, 24, 24, you know, 1 will go into 24. That's the number I want. So whatever strategy it is that you need to come up with that particular number, most of us will see this 8 and 24 and decide it's 24 instantly. If you need a list, there's nothing wrong with using a list. Okay? So I'm going to put a 1 under that 24. And you might not need to, but I think it's a good habit, so it's up to you. We'll distribute. 24 times 2 is 48. 1 times 1 is 1. 24 times negative 3, or I could put this minus here and just call it 72 over 1 times 8 is 8. Hopefully you're seeing how that will simplify to a number that has no fraction. equals 24, uh-oh, I've got a binomial term again, so I always want to put that parentheses around it and just multiply by that LCM. The one that's got the LCM under it is always going to cancel out for us. So now we've got 48 divided by 1 is 48. 72 divided by 8 is 9. And this canceled out, like I said, so we're left with 2x plus 5. And we are happy campers because the fractions are gone. 48 minus 9 is 39. And just like that, we have a two-step equation that we've been learning how to do since 6th or 7th grade. We're going to isolate this x, which means we need to get rid of this 5, get rid of this 2. Let's subtract 5 from both sides first. 39 minus 5 is 34. Divide by 2, you should get 17. I could check that quick again. I'd put that 17 there. I'd get 34 plus 5 is 39 over 24. So that does 2 minus 3/8 equal that. Let's make these 24, so that would be 48 over 24 minus 9 over 24 equals 39 over 24. Perfect. It's the same on both sides, it's definitely right. 17 can go into delta, hit click, submit, and get your green check. Okay. Again, I'm asking for people to stop me or slow me down or whatever it is you may need. We got about 5 more minutes, so I think I can do one more problem before I let you go and get to work. I'm hoping that I see, and right now looking at delta, it looks like a lot of people have gotten quite a bit of it done, but not all of it. I'd really like to see people have that first assignment done by Friday, so that I can just, like I said, give you all the points that you deserve. And at least attempt every one of them. If you find one assignment that is just, maybe these ones, I don't know, it's just, you're getting red X's, you give it half an hour or so, and you just keep getting red X's. Maybe screenshot one and send it to me via email, and I'll see what I can do to clear up whatever is going wrong. All right, so our LCM, I've got a 2, a 3, and an invisible 1, but a 2, 3, and 1. 2 isn't going to go into 3, so I'm going to need the next multiple of 3 maybe. That's 6. Yeah, 2 does go into 6. Of course, 1 goes into 6, so we'll use 6. Okay, let's multiply this all by 6. Maybe change colors and go with blue this time. I'm going to do it without the 1 underneath this time, just to show that it's sort of exactly the same thing. Nah, why not? Why just do the same habit every time? Numerator times numerator is 6 times 3x minus 7. Denominator times denominator is 2. Numerator times the next term here, the 2x plus 5 is numerator times numerator. And 1 times 3 is denominator. As long as I'm using that strategy, 6 times 9 is 54. And 1 times 1 is 1. We'll simplify everything now. 6 over 2 is 3, so it's 3 times 3x minus 7. 6 over 3 is 2, so it's minus 2 times 2x plus 5. And 54 over 1 is 54. Our equation is going to look just like that when we get rid of the fractions, and now it's time just to do some real basic distribute. Again, some kids your age might say that this is even a big equation, but it's 3 times 3. It's 3 times negative 7. It's negative 2 times 2. It's negative 2 times 5. None of those four things should be beyond what we can handle. And I know sometimes math gets us a little frustrated, but 3 times 3, 3 times negative 7, negative 2 times 2. Math swagger, you gotta have it. 9x minus 4x is 5x, negative 21, and negative 10 is negative 31. Two-step equation left. Isolate that, x plus adding 31 first. Again, divide by 5 and you should get 17. That sounds familiar.